Alright guys, it's time to get a bit serious. You know, I'm usually not a very negative guy when I talk about video games, but today I gotta kind of go on the attack. Let's talk about the recently released SimCity. Now console gamers, you listen up too, because this pertains to you, if not now, but eventually it will somehow affect you. For those of you that don't know, the new SimCity requires a constant online connection to EA servers in order to play the game. This is part of anti-piracy DRM, which is digital rights management. We've seen it before. But also acts as a conduit for EA to control and manage updates and contents for the game. But it's also actually part of the core function of the game. So basically, you can't play the game without internet. We have seen this before, most notably and recently, Diablo 3, single player required you to be online at all times, and on launch it was pretty rocky, but for SimCity it is a whole nother level of shitstorm. It's Friday now, but since Tuesday when SimCity released, people have not been able to really play the game or access servers due to server issues. So basically, put yourself in this perspective. You've been really excited for this game, and you get it, and you're really excited to play it, and get addicted to it, and play it for hours, and servers are down. Can't connect to server. Constantly, over and over and over again. You might get in a little bit, but then you're gone in an hour, not even. While in Europe some people can play, and there are some workarounds, no one can really play SimCity right now, and that's terribly frustrating for myself, and for many gamers out there, I know. The problem with this isn't even the DRM itself, the anti-piracy thing. It's really about the core infrastructure of the game that was designed around being connected online to EA servers at all times. You can't access your save, you can't access your world, you can't really access much of anything without being connected. And elements of the game with being in regions and connected to other cities don't work, so no one really knows what the hell is going on, and EA hasn't really said much. They said it's gonna get better, of course. They said they're adding servers, of course. You know what? I say, cut back on those Medal of Honor servers and make them SimCity servers, because we really need them right now. There's been issues with refunds. People want refunds because obviously the game, the product, does not work, and apparently EA isn't really giving up much refunds. And that's a big problem. I think it is way past time for EA to stop playing damage control and get towards making meaningful customer service moves and restoring faith in their customers and us, the players, because this is bullshit. I don't really come out and ever say that. I'm a very passive-aggressive person, and I'm always, thinking nice about things. I don't even really necessarily hate EA, but this is bullshit. It really comes down to stupid moves by EA. I mean, does the game really need to be connected to online? Yeah, it was developed that way, but initially, it really didn't have to be. SimCity does not need to be connected to the internet. I like to sit in my underwear and play and build my cities by myself. It really comes down to consumer rights, something that gamers don't really have that much of these days. If you want to buy a product and not have it work, and be okay with that, then that's fine with you. But myself and others are taking action to transcend such difficulties. My friend and Forbes contributor Jason Evangelo has not only written about these controversies, and I've linked them in the info for you guys to check out the source, but he's also made a petition on the White House website. The petition proposes to institute an industry-wide return policy for video games that rely on remote servers and DRM to function properly. This is completely fair. I don't think it's asking too much. Because if publishers expect us to play their game that's $60 that has to be connected to the internet at all times, they have to hold up their end of the bargain, and their game and their servers have to be up and running and ready to accommodate all players. SimCity, the launch, was an absolute mess. It was a complete failure of corporate standards and basically any standards. The fact that they didn't prepare ahead for this and see this coming at all is terrible on their part, and I think it really does show the bigger issue at heart. So you can check out that petition down below as well and sign it if you want. I did. I'm not making you sign it, but I think it's cool. So that was my little soapbox for today, guys. I just wanted to talk about that. Let me know in the comments. Are you guys playing SimCity? If you can, are you a lucky European? I know some of you guys are. Have you been able to get on? Has anybody been able to get on? Can anyone hear me? But seriously, guys, let's talk in the comments about what you think about EA. Are they handling this all right? Were you excited for SimCity? Do you feel like this is a failure like I do? Let me know anything you want in the comments. And if this is your first time watching me, you can subscribe because video games.